eBay came out with earnings last night that were pretty good, but they didn't beat earnings as handily as they normally do. Could this story be slowing down?
No, and
No?
one of the things that has been very disappointing about this earnings season is the inability by people to recognize what matters and what's not. There's only one metric, here's PayPal. And PayPal is just a scorcher because you've got this Visa and MasterCard and you've got this third player. Within it, there's also this marketing business, the flea market thing. And you've got this fulfillment business, which is like Amazon, but you have this gem of PayPal. And that's all that they should be looking at. I don't know, you have 122 million accounts. It has become the younger person's credit card. It's all people should be thinking about, but the analysts are so constrained. They're not, this company, Lindsay, this company needs tomorrow to be moved from the internet cohort of analysts who don't really get it to the same people who cover Visa and MasterCard. It should be a financial tech story, okay? And as long as it's not that, it's going to be undervalued. Now, market capitalization, it's very high now, but it does have momentum. It's got 25% growth. It just needs different analysts because the analysts themselves who covered are incapable mentally of figuring out what this animal is. Last time, by the way, when they initially reported, the stock went from 51 down to 46. It was a great opportunity. We tried to buy some fractionalerspus.com. We're not that fleet of foot. But I do believe that if you had different analysts covering this, I think you'd realize how terrific the story is, and that so-called worse than expected is we can't get caught up in, it's 2013. It's time to recognize that the people who set expectations are not necessarily the people who should be setting expectations. In this case, I want a Visa or MasterCard analyst to set expectations, and I think they would find that PayPal beat them handily. If you called this company PayPal, the stock would go to 60, because then they would change coverage, and people would get behind it and not be so mentally constrained by the intellectual vacation they're taking.
Well, PayPal is already becoming the majority of the revenues at the company.
Well, it should be. I mean, 122 million accounts is more than Amazon. It's your kid's credit card, and it's an unhackable thing because you don't have money there. See, it's virtual. The reason that's great is that all we ever hear about is somebody got hacked. I've been hacked. I don't know if you've been hacked.
I've been hacked.
And look, you can't hack PayPal. It's not really, there's no money there. And I think that this is just a tremendous story, and Donahue has done a remarkable job. And when I heard, I bridled this morning when I heard that it was worse than expected, because I said, some people don't really even have the ability to create expectations, let alone have them be beaten.
So we shouldn't be comparing this to Amazon anymore.
Well, no, it's a decent comparison because they have fulfillment and because they have account growth, but this is really a story about, Amazon is Amazon Prime is part of it, but it's a story about Visa and MasterCard versus, and Discover versus these guys and American Express, and that's who should cover it.
Okay, that's who should cover it. PayPal, it should be called PayPal.
Yeah.